I'm going to talk about a roundup of news relevant for this week, last 2 weeks, very relevant to the SaaS founders, the SaaS industry. So the first one is the rise of solo GP. GP is in general partner in a VC. Now, this is not just the last 2 weeks rise, but it has been there for the last 2 years. Very recently, Chamath Payathilpaya, the partner at Social Capital, and then Alex Ohanian, who was the founder at Reddit, they've been having a Twitter exchange about how this is going to be the next big thing in the VC world. Now, one way to think about this would be that it is moving from angel to super angel. It happened in 2016-17 to now the rise of the solo GP. In the small business world and startup world, we've already seen this, right? Where we talk about the rise of a single person firm. That is becoming more and more possible because of internet. Now, the same thing is happening in the VC world, which is that there is a single partner and the entire firm is just revolved around that one particular thing. So earlier you would have called them as super angel, but now they are running large deal size. So just to give an example, there was this very unknown, relatively speaking, investor who led a deal along with Sequoia while he was a full-time CEO of Product Hunt, Josh Buckley. And the individual investor was the one who led the deals and the terms and the pricing of it, while there was a Sequoia that was participating together. More and more, as independent people are able to raise their own money and raise large sum of money. In this case, Josh was actually running a $50 million fund of his own. We'll see that more of this trend will shape up as independent people are able to raise a lot of money. The other thing which stood out for me was both Jason Lemkin and Gotham Girl, who is an angel investor. She's the wife of Fred Wilson. Both said that angel investing is becoming very, very expensive. Jason just talked about that it does not make sense for a VC firm to get involved in a post YC startup because just in terms of the valuation, the percentage of ownership that they have, it does not make sense for a VC. On the other hand, the post from Gotham Girl was interesting because she said that she's exiting the angel investing game because the amount of rise of valuation that is happening at the early stage does not make sense for her. Maybe she will come back, maybe she would not. She's been an angel investor for the last 10, 15 years. Founders swear by her support, but she just finds that this game is so heated up that she doesn't want to play a game. And many smart investors, they know this one rule of a game, right? So some games you win by not playing it. In a lot more SaaS specific way, an announcement that has made some news is Pipe, which is a non-dilutive financing company. It's a marketplace of non-dilutive financing offering. Had partnered with MicroAcquire. MicroAcquire is again a marketplace where a lot of SaaS companies at a very small level can find M&A exit at a couple of multiples of their ARR. Now, both of them have come together and they said that anyone who is looking at acquiring another SaaS company, and if the acquirer themselves are a SaaS company, then Pipe will fund the acquisition by combining both the ARR of the acquired and the acquirer, which makes the case for more acquisition to happen. So this is great news for all SaaS founders. The other one related to this is FounderPath, a company founded by Nathan Letka. They are also a revenue-based financing company, and they are building a lot more tools to help bootstrap companies or bootstrap founders get financing for themselves. They're saying that if you have a recurring revenue customer, more from a monthly perspective, then you don't understand that how much they can be worth even today. And if you look at some of the testimonials in the website, they say that they are making a cash available for founders, let's say 100K or 200K, literally in matter of days, as opposed to months that typically is the time taken for equity financing. Or why this news is significant is this all points to one big trend, which is that abundance of capital. Now call it that COVID effort where 1.9 trillion was poured into the economy by Fed, and some of this capital is going into the hands of these investors and trying to find better returns. Or that a lot of public companies are creating more rich executives who are now trying to they make their hand in investment. But there seems to be a lot of capital. This is why you are seeing that a lot of independent people are able to get more funds for their own, like solo GP, or you are seeing that a lot of non-dilutive capital is being available. This all means that it is a great news for founders because they can get access to capital much easier. But what it also means is that when some part in a value chain becomes abundant, something else becomes scarce. And this is what we are seeing from an Upeka perspective, is going from a 0 to 1 still is one of the most hardest thing for any startup to achieve. But amount of capital that is available in the ecosystem, this is just like mind boggling. Going to that 0 to 1 is where it is scarce, and that is where the bottleneck is. And people who get a lot more value is those who are able to solve for the scarcity part of the scarce part of the value chain, as opposed to focusing on the abundant. So in the abundant, there will be a lot of competition that will happen, but real value will be created those who are able to solve the scarce part of the value chain.